Hello everyone and welcome. Today is a different video, a different type of video to show you to talk about video games. Because the last week was the PlayStation State of Play, it was the Summerfest, it was the Xbox Showcase, it was a lot of games to talk about. But I decided to make this video just to show you the top 5 games I'm most excited about. So let's get to it. Now, at number 5, I have Final Fantasy Revelations. This was shown right at the end of Summerfest, and it's a number 5 because it's the conclusion of the Final Fantasy remake, but it is a remake, and it is the conclusion of a remake, which is fine. But to end Summerfest with that was just like it kind of encapsulated what the show was. I mean, it was a good show, but it was nothing over the top. Nothing really relevant came out of Summerfest. And Final Fantasy Revelations is a franchise that has a massive popularity, and now it's going to get its last game. So I'm excited to see how it ends. Is how they gather everything together, how they make the weapons, because I'm old enough to have played the original one, and the weapons were a big part of the of the end game. So yeah, I'm excited to see what this game's going to be like. Now coming in at number 4, another game that was revealed right at the end of this time the show was State of Play. God of War Laufey. Now, there's a lot of controversy around this game, but to me, that's all just, internet talk. The game looks awesome. The character looks amazing to fight with. It has the same vibe. It has the same universe. It expands the universe of the God of War that was, done in 2018. Maybe I'll do a follow up on this about everything they've been talking about. But for me, expanding the God of War universe using one existing character is fine. Okay, it's just fine. And as long as it has action, as long as the politics don't get into it, I'm all for it. It looks amazing. I can't wait to see it. Coming in at number 3, an ex aequo 2 games that are very similar. That's why I put them in the same category, the same stage. One is Onimusha Way of the Sword, which is, finally a remake for the new generation of the Onimusha. I've played the original one. I thought it was amazing. It was around the time, it came out around the time there was Resident Evil. There was a fixed camera and you play with a character. Now things have progressed a lot. The game fidelity is amazing. So I really want to see how the Capcom does this new iteration of the Onimusha franchise. And another one is Phantom Blade Zero. Now, these are both PlayStation games, but Phantom Blade Zero is another samurai game. That's why I put them together. And, it just has a little something about it that just makes it feel a little different. I don't know if it's going to be a Souls-like, right? Like all the others that, we've seen, like Sekiro and something. It does feel like it has a little bit more action driven for it. So yeah, it was kind of interesting to see both of these games come out, and they won't come out at the same time. But when they come out, and I want to see the how the audience will respond to it, because we know it's going to be action with the Onimusha, and this one, I don't know, maybe it'll have hardcore Souls likes elements, or maybe it'll be like more like of fluctuating system like they have in Elden Ring. So yeah, so maybe yeah, that's why I put them together. I like samurai games. I like this fantasy of the yokai and the oni and the mythology of Japan. So yeah, I'm looking forward to these two titles. Now, entering at number 2, right at the tippy top, is Stellar Blade 2. I mean, when I started looking at this game, I said, I mean, this is impossible. This has to be some kind of, you know, new graphics engine, a new design, some kind of. I mean, I even suspect some AI or even a lot of AI was used, but as soon as it came out, I was like, "This is Stellar Blade," because it has the vibe, it has the the feeling and the texture of Stellar Blade. It has the flair, even before the character even showed up. But from what I've seen, it's amazing. There's a 30-minute clip that wasn't shown at Summer Game Fest, but it's online, and the game is absolutely brilliant. I mean, Celebrate was already a good game, but it followed a lot of the pre-existing genre. This one is set a couple of years ahead to finish it after the first game is finished, and the universe is just so steampunk, so well constructed that one look at it and you know immediately, you know, this is something truly unique. There's something about this universe that will make just our eyes open wide and melt just looking at this thing. I do hope they improve the fighting system a little bit because the previous one was very Souls-like, and it kind of, it doesn't. At least to me, it doesn't go well with the vibe. It looks more like a Devil May Cry kind of game, so fast and furious and flashy. And the previous one was very just. I think it oriented too much to the Souls-like. I hope they make it a little bit more friendly for new players, for casual players, for people who want to play action like me. But yeah, so far so good. And now, coming in at number one, a title that you will probably not expect to be anyone's pick to be the favorite, but it is mine, and I think I'm not the only one. It is Gundam Rogue Orbit. Now I know Gundam is a franchise that's been all around. Oh, let's listen to do a Taiko talked about, but there's not a lot of mecha games, and the mecha games is not something that really prevails in the West. So when I see one, and it's a good one, I it usually gets my attention, my devoted attention. Now the last game that was a good mecha game was Front Mission, and had the trailer with Keanu Reeves, and it was amazing. It was even a little short story about it. But after that, we didn't really get much. I know there's Mecha Break for Microsoft. There's the for PC and for Xbox. I think there's that. But to have a franchise like this, evolve itself, change itself, to be new thing, to combine itself with new elements and contemporary elements that players want to play. Big military mechas and photorealistic and all that. I think it's very good. I know there's again a talk in the internet that the purists hate it, and I knew they were going to hate it because it doesn't look like the ordinary Gundam. It's not white and blue and red and yellow and all those colors. Although there are some clips now that do portray it in such, and I believe you'll have cosmetic choices to do for the head that you will change its appearance to look like the classic one. There may well even be a DLC with a classic one, something like that. But from what I've saw or what I've seen, I really enjoyed this title. So yeah, it was from all the games that they showed, and they show a lot of games, but they're all about blood and gore or fantasy or photorealistic, and there was a lot of those, and this will stand out just because it was different and because it was Gundam. So yeah, this is the one I'm most excited to see. I hope they do a good job. The last time they did a Gundam, it was a live service and it didn't land well, and after a year or two they just ended that game. So yeah, I'm really excited to see what this game's going to be, and I cannot wait to try it out. Before I go, I just want to drop two titles as honorable mentions. The first title is 1666 Amsterdam. Yes, it's like every other game I say. It's got gore, it's got that photorealistic, it's like the darkness in it. But there's something about it. There's something about it that feels different. I mean, having this woman all in red in Amsterdam on the time that it was, I think there's something interesting about it. This game was made by the original creator of Assassin's Creed, so I'm hoping there's more to it than what it looks like. It looks like it's just an action game, but I think the story will be, a little bit deeper than that. And then another honorable mention is Kemuri. Now, I've mapped my eye on this game for a long time since the developer. We saw the little quirky character that is the developer, and I've looked at some footage. I've seen some artwork, and the universe looks amazing. The gameplay looks fantastic. I don't know if this will be co-op. There seems to be more than one player on the battlefield. I don't know if this will be like an MMO where you can get together with other players or friends to play it. But the sheer verticality of the game and the fact that you play on the ground and you play on the walls and you play on ceilings and you fly, and then the colors and the effects. I mean, everything about this game is interesting to look at. I just want to know how it plays, and it's coming out next year, so we won't have to wait long. But yeah, it's one of those that really caught my eye. So that's been the video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Write down in the comment section what games you've seen that um, that got you hyped up, what you like, what you didn't like about the City Play, Summer Fest, Xbox Showcase. Just have a discussion about what you want to see for the next few years. Because man, There's a lot of games, man, and they're all pretty good. They're all really, really good. So we are going to eat well for the next maybe 2, 3 years. At least I think so. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please like and subscribe. And as always, have a great game, guys.